Hello, my name is AlexChrisMartin. Welcome to the video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and make some freaking gains. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. So kid, you want to get into bodybuilding? Let me tell you something. Back when I was a bodybuilder. Oh wait, this video is going to be aimed at teens for who want to compete in natural bodybuilding, or just some teens who want to make some gains, get into the natty bodybuilding scene. And today I just kind of want to give you guys a rough, very rough outline of how you should approach your training. You should begin. Honestly, it's mainly just things that I wish I would have known starting out. I really just hope this can help you guys in the long run really maximize those newbie gains, and within the first 10 weeks to 4 months of lifting, you can see some massive newbie gains, and you can even continue to see those gains if you continue to train properly. So the biggest thing I'm going to say is make sure you're learning your compound movements and you're doing them properly. That being the squat, the bench, the deadlift, some variation of row, maybe some pull-ups, some overhead pressing. You really want to focus on the big movements. This is something that I see most common with younger teens in the gym, or guys that are just getting into it, is they do a lot of machines, specifically like bicep curl machines, which is all fine and dandy, but you're not getting nearly as much bang for your buck as you could be if you were doing a big compound lift, working heavy, make sure that form is stable and you're activating the proper muscle groups, rather than, sticking yourself in a machine, preacher curl here, and doing this. That is accessory work that needs to come later on, or even near the end of your session. Oh my God. So the biggest takeaway is going to be to go heavy, use those compound lifts. They're the big lifts. They're the ones the big guys focus on for a reason. Number dose is going to be to eat properly, grow. Unless you're a heavier individual, you're still going to put on muscle mass in that deficit, but all of my smaller guys, the guys who are looking to put on size, you need to eat. When you are young, you should be bulking. You should be bulking while you're, in your late teens, your early 20s. That's when you're going to put on the majority of your size. That's when you're young. That's when your size is going to come on most easily. Eat steak, chicken, rice, all that typical shit they tell you, and then eat a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself or anything like that. I believe everything is healthy in limitation. You want to be in that caloric surplus for as most of your time as you can. The suggestion I would give you is, if you're a brand new newbie lifter, put yourself in a pretty significantly large surplus and just see what happens. If you think you're getting too fat too fast, just slowly back off. If you're only noticing lean mass gains, keep pushing there. Maybe put yourself in a surplus that's as big as like 500 or 600 calories a day. Who knows what will happen? Lifting heavy, lifting continuously, you may see super fast results like that, or you might not even see any. Maybe suddenly, you had this way better metabolism than you thought you did, and all of a sudden, shit, you gotta go up to 800 calorie surplus. I think I'm losing circulation from this shirt. That's gonna be the next tip, is to body close and baby gap. The next piece of advice I'm going to give you is to be a student. Be willing to learn, but understand that there's a lot of bullshit in the fitness world. You have to understand that, just because the average Joe at your gym maybe can bench, 315, or, even if it's for a half rep, that still can sometimes be pretty impressive depending on the gym you're at, or, whatever the situation may be. But you can't trust everyone's advice. You need to make sure you're going online, you're doing your research, making sure that the people you respect, the people that, you can trust, or the people that, have been through it, have some kind of scientific background, some kind of certification, and that they know what they're doing. You just don't want to get bullshit advice from everyone. The funniest tip I think I ever got was being told to, the training partner of mine, we're both told by an older gentleman that we should be quarter repping to confuse the muscle. So like, if this is a full shrug right here, a dumbbell shrug, that's just the easiest motion for me to show you. I'm talking like this much of movement. This is the same guy though that he did this. When he would shrug, he'd go like I can't even mimic it, but like his lip would like raise like that. Biggest thing with that is just make sure your advice is coming from the proper spot. Make sure it's something you can trust. Make sure it's backed up. Make sure it's someone who's got a personal trainer's license, maybe an anatomy and kinesiology degree, or someone who's a coach that has had several clients that have seen some kind of result, or someone that's been doing it themselves for a long time and looks good and is healthy and has the healthy joints and everything like that. But I'm hoping this really helps a newbie lifter out there. Those are definitely the 3 biggest things I wish I would have known. I took a lot of bullshit advice. I didn't focus on the compounds. I spent, probably my first like 2 or 3 years of lifting in a deficit because I just wanted a six-pack super bad. I actually reached a point where everybody said that abs are made in the kitchen, and yes, that's true, but if you aren't properly training your compound lifts and not doing any ab work, fun fact, you don't have any abs. No matter how lean you think you are, they're not developed enough and they're not going to show. But anyways, dudes, I'm AlexChrisMartin, and I'm gonna see you in the gym. Yeah! Maybe if I sit here and just try to make my veins pop, I'll look like Frank McGarth, and then people will subscribe.